is because they're four of the best human beings that I know, and I think that you guys see that. There are two sides to this conversation, and there doesn't need to be hate, and there doesn't need to be name calling, because there are two points of views, and we all have to be open to listening to both points of views, but we do have to follow science, we do have to follow data. And tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to turn it over to Major right now, but tonight at 6 p.m., Major is holding a meet and greet at the Self-Made Training Facility in Point Loma in the Midway area. So if you want to come, 6 p.m., we're all going to be there rallying for Major. Again, what this man has done during this pandemic, and to bring light to these situations and to try to help and to try to push this recall is tremendous. And for him to show up and to give us his time says a lot about who he is as a human. So I appreciate him coming, and I'm going to turn it over to him right now. One joke really fast, because we're all trying to laugh through the middle of this. During Thanksgiving, everyone remember when LA started, sending out stuff that they were going to turn off people's power and water? Yeah. Artem sent me that that article in a text message, and all he said was, he sent the article and then it was just the text, "This is some Russian shit." And it's true. That's not the United States of America. That is not the country that we all live in. It's not USA, that's all I know. And so that's what we're all here for, and I thank you all for coming. Please give Major your attention, and again, thank you guys for supporting everyone.
San Diego! How are you? I know we probably have been a lot better. I know I kind of caution myself sometimes when I ask people that sometimes, because we are in a very difficult time. We know that for a fact that we are dealing with a spiritual war right now. I also want to give a quick thanks before I get into my whole spiel for the four community speakers who spoke today, the business owners, the supporters of California and also San Diego. We have been working so hard the last 97 days with this campaign, simply because if you followed me, if you heard this before, all this began with me being a pissed off parent. I'm a voter just like everyone else. I'm a business owner. I watched my wife's business crumble. Her business hasn't opened since March. It hasn't opened since March. And so as an individual, as an entrepreneur, as a man, as a father, I kind of want to take myself out of the stands of frustration. And the stands of frustration is this. Oftentimes when you go to a game, we've all been in this position. We're standing on the sidelines and we're saying what I would have done, or if I was in the game, I would have done this, or if I was the coach, I would have called this play. And once I looked in the mirror, I was that same person in the stands of frustration, always talking about what I'm so frustrated about, in the comment section, tweeting about something. But at some point, when am I going to do the physical action, the physical work? The physical action, the physical work is getting out there doing something different than anyone has done before, which is why I decided to run for office. I started this journey over 3.5 years ago. I ran for mayor of Pasadena. If anyone has followed me, you know that I made history running for mayor of Pasadena. There was a running joke that I would get 100 votes when I announced, because I was a first-time, candidate. No one has never really heard of me in that particular town, which I've been there 11 years, by the way. I didn't just pop up. But one of the reasons why they did that is because traditionally we think a certain way as voters. We look for what's qualified traditionally, what it looks like, what it talks like, where it comes from, how many master's degrees. But now we actually have data and statistics to show us that that formula doesn't necessarily mean leadership. It doesn't necessarily mean better decisions. It doesn't necessarily mean success. I know individuals that have dropped out of college that are great human beings, that are great people. I know people who are running Fortune 500 companies who's never taken a business class before. And so my whole mindset was, let's not give it a try. Let's give this a try. Look, I come from the projects. I came from nothing. My mom was a Democrat. My grandmother was a Democrat. I was a career, default Democrat, but I never was politically active. 5 years ago, I got into politics based upon a friend running for Lieutenant Governor of California. And at that particular time, I guess you would call it red pill. Everyone heard that? I was red pill, so to speak. And how it happened, for me, people always ask me, what is that defining moment? Like, what was it, Major? And I tell them it was just policy. I was able to look at the laundry list of policies that was beneficial versus detrimental, and then I was able to align that to how I grew up in my community. I saw my mother on welfare for 20 years, enabled, having to leave her father out of our household because she wanted to make sure she got that check. And so as a young man growing up in my community, fatherless, without any guidance, I had to figure this out on my own. Thank God for angels and coaches that were put in my path along the way, but I had a lot of work to do within myself. Does anyone, and this is a quick question, does anyone have a story of working hard, of having a dream about something, putting the work into it, manifesting it, and then having that first sale as a business owner, or cutting the ribbon for the first time, or opening up your doors for the first time, or getting that congratulations for the first time? This is what's being stripped away from us right now. The freedom of choice, independence, entrepreneurship. So it really comes down to, are you pissed off enough? Are you ready to fight? Yeah. Are you pissed off enough? Are you ready to fight? Yeah. Are you ready to get out of the stands of frustration? Get on the battlefield in our political arena, suit up in your jersey, and stop being a spectator and become a player. Yeah. I decided to be a player because I can no longer take being a spectator. I am qualified to become the next governor of California, which I will be. Yeah. First of all, because I said so. And my confidence is as such. But the flip side of it is I'm going to work for it. Don't vote for me because I'm black. Don't vote for me because I'm Republican. Vote for me because for the last 97 days, you have physically been able to see me work my butt off to earn your support, your trust, and your vote. I've been going to towns that candidates have never been before here in California. When I go to these towns, these people are amazed to see a candidate come to their towns. And me, I'm amazed because they're amazed. I'm humbly doing the work. I want to hustle and grind to earn this opportunity to restore our state. This is important to me. This is not a laughing matter. This is serious business. Either we rise or we fall. See, it's powerful. That's Gavin.
Yeah, that's a county.
Either we're going to rise up or we're going to fall. Right. And what I see right here in front of me right now, I see a bunch of lions, no sheeps. Yeah. Are you lions or are you sheeps? Lions. Are you lions or are you sheeps? Lions. It's time to stand up. Yeah. It's time to stand up and step out for what we want. For the businesses that'll stand open. Oh my goodness, I love you. Yeah. I love you. Thank you so much for being bold, for being brave, because what's happening right now, they're trying to stomp on our constitutional rights. Yep. It's unconstitutional to give these mandates, these restrictions. I'm walking down in my community, and a woman literally crosses the street because she didn't want to walk past me without wearing a mask. Now, I will tell you this, I believe in choice. But I will tell you, everything that's happening right now has even tainted me psychologically, because now I say, oh, he has on a mask. But this is what they're doing to us. They're putting us up against each other. These are all elements of racism from way back in the day. And now they're doing it with mask and no mask individuals. So what do we have to do? We have to be smart. We have to understand what's going on. We have to be patient yet aggressive. We have to be aggressive yet patient. We have to move with empathy. We have to have love. We have to grow and understand. The reason what makes me so qualified is because I'm a collaborator. For the last 20 years, I've been an entrepreneur, small business owner. That means that I have to have an imagination, because me and my wife have to figure out how to keep the lights on every single month. Business owners can relate to that. The gentleman said earlier, Gavin Newsom has never physically had an idea, put a business plan together, prayed about it, manifested it, and celebrated because he did it. That's why he can make one-size-fits-all decisions based upon your businesses. Everyone isn't the same. Every business isn't the same. But I think at this point we're over it. Say over it! Over it! At this point I think we're over it. Restaurants and businesses have spent thousands of dollars, following the mandates and the restrictions, doing what they need to do. We're all law-abiding citizens. We want the best for everyone else. We're just trying to do what we're trying to do to protect our families, to feed our families. And what better way to divide us even more so is to take out of our pockets during the holiday season. Real quick, I read this when I walked up. The noblest motive is the public good.
Not here,
The
though.
irony of that. Everyone out here today is a representative of your neighbor, of your family. This is what I want you all to start doing. This is what I challenge everyone to do before I get to the next thing. Pray. Pray for your neighbors. Pray for other people's businesses. If you don't pray, give affirmations. Give good fortunes. Wish people well. Smile at people. Be courteous. Because right now they're killing the morale of human beings here in our state. Amen?
Amen.
Don't let them win. I exist because I have full confidence in certain individuals poured into me. Or the fact that I see these business owners here that are strong, they're giving me even more courage and strength to be exactly who I want to be moving forward in our future. We have to stand tall because even though we're here physically today, people are watching. And you're going to be the seed planted that's going to ignite someone else's confidence to move forward. To speak out, to be bold, to create something that's going to help us move this narrative forward. What I've realized going up and down this coast of California is that we are all very resilient people. We're all very resilient people. And we're fighters. Who's ready to fight?
Yeah.
Our candidacy represents the United Nations. I don't know if you've been following me. We have been getting support from Democrats that are pissed off, declining states, young people, older people, business owners, the farming community. Every industry and community is connecting with this campaign. 97 days ago, after 2 years of running for mayor of Pasadena, I had like 8,000 followers on Instagram, and now we're at 158,000 today. That's on the surface. The real part means that there's opportunity for us to get a different brand of leadership. When I talk to these other candidates and these other individuals that want to run and earn your support, the first thing they say is that, have you ever managed a business before? Oh, I have a successful $300 million business. They think all that money makes them qualified. Real grit and grind, like all these business owners here today, is what qualified means today. I think that we're all sick and tired of these same type of or similar individuals running every single time, or the ones that are our elected officials. I think an electrician should be the next governor of California, if you ask me. At least an electrician deals in completion. When they come to your house or your business and they leave, they can't leave, get a check or approval unless what? Their job is done. It's time for creators, innovators, entrepreneurs, and small business owners to start stepping into these elected roles because we are used to doing the work and we do not lack imagination. Collectively together, we will solve these so-called complex problems. We have a homelessness issue that's going through the roof. How do we change that? We look at it like a service versus a business. Because if you look at it like a business, there's more incentive to actually keep it going. But we also have to have leaders in place that's willing to ignite and inspire people. I'm not inspired by Gavin Newsom. He couldn't put one action together to make me move. He's been a failure at every leadership role he's been in thus far. Every leadership role he's been in thus far, he's been a failure. People ask me, why am I so bold? Why am I so vocal? I have no other choice. California has given me everything that I love. So as a man, I'm going to fight for that. As a person that's appreciative of what California has given me, I'm going to fight for that. Every single day. And my goal and my mission is this. If I'm successful, I just want to make sure that you take on you carry the torch also. It's time for us all to carry the torch. Say, carry the torch! Carry the torch! If they see us standing up, being bold, being brave, I don't know if you guys saw the headline that even Gavin Newsom's team is worried right now. He should be worried. The recall is going to happen. We will make history. And I will be sworn in on the Bible as the 41st governor of California.
Yeah!
And so we're going to celebrate briefly, and then we're going to get to work because we have so much work to do. But I want you to understand this: it's not as hard as they tell you it is. It's a facade. Leadership is this: understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and also empowering the best and brightest around your smartest individuals, and allocating the work and delegating the work. That's what real leadership is. That's all the successful companies have done. And being consistent, being smart. This is what we're looking to do with this campaign. Hello. All right, there we go. We're back. We have to do what's required. No different than how you started with your businesses. I love this state. It's given me my wife, who I met on the third day when I came here 21 years ago. That Foot Locker. Call her the Foot Locker girl. It's given me 3 amazing sons, a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old who are not vaccinated and homeschooling and thriving well. We have an amazing plan for this state. I know I do not look like the traditional candidate, the traditional person that you would typically vote for, but I'm going to push back on that because I feel like that perspective is flawed. We've been duped, we've been tricked to think that these individuals who've been in politics 20 and 30 years or held certain offices, made certain amounts of money, having certain aunts, makes us qualified to lead. But I think we're at the pinnacle point right now where we're willing to break that narrative. We're willing to break through that ceiling. We all represent the future. I represent the future, you represent the future, our kids represent the future. It's time for us to lead together. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah!
So one of the things I want to do, at the top of the year, I'm releasing a draft. It's called Restore California Plan. This is going to be beneficial for all small businesses. We're going to do a forensic audit of all of our spending, including the spending and tax dollars that's going to the train to where? Nowhere. I knew you guys knew that ending. And from that particular audit, we're going to reallocate a 4-year program and plan that's going to be a stimulus for small businesses here in California. For a 4-year plan, we're going to reallocate funds to a 4-year stimulus for small businesses here in California. Why are we going to do that? It's necessary, first of all, and it's required. But also look at it, if our government can bail out big banks and corporations, we need leadership that's going to represent small businesses also. And it's the least that we can do. Small businesses do so much for the morale of everyone. It inspires people because everyone else looking at that person was like, oh my gosh, they did it, so I can do it. Oh my gosh, this company's been here 60 years. I remember going there and have memories. I met my wife there. I met my boyfriend there. They're stripping all our memories away and the opportunities for us to thrive and build and be the essence of what we are, humans. It's time for an individual that you want to have a beer with again, have coffee with, that you can high five with, that's going to play ball with your 17-year-old son, and he's going to tell you that, damn, Major whooped me, because I still got the juice. At 44 years old. Yes, I am. I get it, I understand. So, disclaimer, I just got this haircut today, and I haven't had this particular haircut in 12 years, like 12, 13 years. So I look like I'm 24 right now. I sent a selfie to my wife, and she was like, is that your assistant? I said, no, babe, it's me. But it's good to have laughter. when I talk to people, some of the first things I ask them before I get into the questions, because we all have frustrations, I'm like, hey, tell me what you love about California. What do you love about California?
I love the fact that I don't have to go far to get everything I want. I got to go to another country next door. I can see the sun, and the people here are all from somewhere else. That I love that.
What do you love about California?
Dude, we got beach, we got the mountains, it's like he said, everything's close.
Yeah.
You know, we got everything, best weather. If you want some snow, it's 2 hours away.
There you go. You see, that even feels good, right? That even feels good to start the conversation off about what do you love about it. Because oftentimes these candidates, these elected officials, it's all about, tell me everything you hate about the governor. Tell me everything you hate about the state. Tell me everything you hate about what's going on. But what I realize in my personal success has come from a foundation of positivity, love, and then you get to doing the work. Amen?
Amen.
So we're going to get to work. Because we love what? Oh, come on, y'all. Come on now. Let me take this jacket off. I don't know if y'all have seen me publicly before, but I get really... Because we love what? California! Love y'all. So listen, the new website is up, majorforgovernor.com. We have an amazing new Q&A section. The Q&A section is not questions that I've curated. It's been questions that people ask me all the time, whether it's in the comments of Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. We have an amazing group page there as well. People also text me, 626-623-3753, 1,000 text messages a day. We reply back to those. When I say we, is specifically me. I believe I'm being transparent, hands-on, and I'm growing and evolving every single day to earn your trust and support. And I'm here for you. If you're a small business owner, we would love to come and support your small business, post about your small business. I would love to create content about the value that you add to the community and also to this city. So we can push it out there. We're working with different attorneys with different lawsuits. So we're fighting from all different angles in regards to making sure that we are open and we're safe because we're adults and we're able to do that. But it's time to open up San Diego.
Yeah.
And it's time to think major about the future of California. Thank you, guys.
Governor.
6 p.m. tonight, meet and greet, self-made training facility in Point Loma. Please come out. Please come and talk to Major. You can get to spend some time with them. And please sign